In 2024, we might witness the launch of the new iPad Ultra or the 14-inch iPad Pro. Speculations are rife that the 14-inch iPad Ultra will come loaded with an M3 Pro chipset and a host of other enhancements. Let's summarize what we can anticipate from the new iPad, including its features, expected release date, and price. iPad updates from 2021 to 2022. From September 2021 through December 2022, each model in the iPad lineup saw an update. This includes everything from the iPad mini to the iPad Pros, all of which are powered by either the M1 or M2 chipsets. As 2022 came to a close, the 10th generation iPad, equipped with an A14 chipset, was launched, as were refreshed iPad Pro models boasting the new M2 chipset, which made its debut in June 2022. The M2 iPad Pro, currently the most potent tablet available, is a strong contender against devices like the 13-inch MacBook Pro and the MacBook Air. It offers the versatility of functioning as a laptop when paired with a Magic Keyboard or as a creative instrument with the Magic Pencil. Discussion on the upcoming iPad Ultra. Today, we are discussing the upcoming iPad Ultra. Although we expected a larger iPad in 2023, it didn't materialize. According to Mark Gurman, this suggests that the larger iPad might be released in 2024. Another report from Analyst 941 indicates that the 14.1-inch iPad Pro, equipped with an M3 Pro chipset, is set to launch in 2024. This new iPad Pro is expected to support multiple Thunderbolt 4 devices, potentially allowing for multiple screens to be connected to the iPad Pro. Speculations about a 14-inch and 16-inch iPad Ultra. While this is the first time we've heard about a 14-inch iPad Ultra, I remain skeptical. We're still discussing the possibility of a 16-inch iPad Ultra, which would be a groundbreaking development and compete directly with devices like Samsung's Galaxy S Ultra models, which currently features a 14.6-inch display. This model might also introduce a landscape orientation for Face ID, similar to the 10th generation iPad. This could lead to a thinner bezels on the iPad Ultra and the introduction of a notch similar to the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros. Samsung has already implemented this with their Tab S8 Ultra, which features a notch and a camera in the center of one bezel in landscape orientation. Potential introduction of the dynamic island to the iPad Ultra. We might also see the new dynamic island, currently available on the iPhone 14 Pro models, introduced to the iPad Ultra. If Apple makes this change, it will likely be well received, as many people appreciate the new dynamic island. It is plausible that this could happen in 2023. Importance of considering the uncertainty of early leaks. However, it is important to remember that these are early leaks and not all of them may come to fruition. Some previous leaks for other Apple products have proven accurate, while others have been misinterpreted or delayed. Until we see the final iPad Ultra officially unveiled by Apple, no leak or rumor can be considered 100% accurate. Predictions for the release date of the iPad Ultra. Now, let's talk about the release date. In 2022, the iPad Pros were released with the M2 chipset in October. The last time the Pro models were updated with the M1 chipsets was at the spring-loaded event on April 20th, 2021, but we couldn't get our hands on that iPad Pro until a month later on May 21st. The iPad Ultra, however, is a completely different model and may have its own separate timeline. It may not follow the same schedule as the iPad Pros. A recent report suggested that the iPad Ultra would be released in the fourth quarter of 2023, which would mean an October or November 2023 release. However, this didn't happen, and there were no updates to any of the iPads in 2023, so all signs point to a 2024 release. Apple could potentially hold an event in the spring of 2024, which could be the earliest we see this larger iPad. If not, we might see it in the fall of 2024. Specs of the 16-inch iPad Ultra. Next, let's go over the specs. As you can see, it is mentioned as a 16-inch iPad Ultra. There is a possibility that we might see a 14-inch Model 2, but for now, let's discuss it as a 16-inch model. It will have a 16-inch Mini LED XDR Retina display, the same type of display found in the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros, and most importantly, in the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. Its resolution will be 3456 by 2234, and it will also have a ProMotion display, which means it will support up to 120 Hz. The likely storage options will be 128 GB, 256 GB, 512 GB, 1 TB, and 2 TB. And as mentioned, it will come with the new M3 chipset. Additional features and price range of the iPad Ultra. The iPad Ultra is expected to run on a 3nm die and offer 5G connectivity. It is likely that it will provide RAM options of 16 GB or 24 GB, though this could change in the future to 12 GB, 16 GB, and 24 GB. The device is also expected to have an aluminum frame body, a dual camera with lidar on the back, and a center stage selfie camera on the front. The selfie camera could be housed in the dynamic island or a notch, though this is yet to be confirmed. The battery size is likely to be around 12,500 mAh due to the size of the iPad Ultra. The prices for the 128 GB model are expected to start at about $1,499 and go up to $2,599 for the 2 TB option. And that wraps up this video. If you enjoyed watching it, please make sure to like this video. If you want to hear the latest tech news, Apple news, reviews, and comparisons, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell.